Hello everyone, it's Professor Sadiq Noor, and today I'm gonna demonstrate to you MS-DOS commands part 2. So let's start. So the command that I'm gonna demonstrate to you for part 2 is dir command, which is the directory command, plus all the switches goes with the dir command. I will teach you how to use the wildcard. The wildcard is mainly used for search, and we have two characters that you can use, the asterisk and the question mark. The next command I'm going to teach you is the prompt. I will teach you the copy con. I will teach you how to use the command type. And then the last command I will teach you is md, which is to create a folder in DOS. Copy code command is the one that is used to create a text file in DOS. Type is to display the content of the file that you typed. All right. So the first one is the dir. The dir command, which stands for directory. The dir command in DOS, disk operating system, displays a list of files and directories within a specific folder or drive, whether you are in the C drive, the hard disk, or your flash drive, your D or E or F drive, or if you are within a folder and you want to see the list of files inside the folder, then we're going to use the dir command. It is one of the most commonly used command in DOS and Windows command line interfaces. So here is some example. dir, if you just say dir, right, it's going to display all the files and directories in the current folder that you are in. dir space C, that means you want to see all the lists and directories on the C drive. If you say dir/W, these are all the switches, the attributes that goes with the dir command. So if you say dir space/W, is going to show a wide list format without the file details. If you say dir/P, is to display the file page by page, useful for long list of files. Then we have dir/S, recursively list all the file in the current directory and its subdirectories. What if you want to display the hidden files? There are some hidden file in Windows, and we're gonna pull up with the command dir/ah. Or if you hide any files, we can see those hidden files using the dir/ah. Then we have dir/b to show the file name only without extra details. And then dir, the name of the file dot extension that searches for the specific file in the current directory. All right. So I will go through the dir first. So to open the command prompt, as I said in my video one, part one, you can go to the search and you could say command. As you see, you're gonna get the command prompt to run the DOS command, and you will click it. It's gonna open the command prompt window. I will zoom it. All right. So how can we use the dir command? So the first thing, when you open the command prompt window, you are not in the hard drive of your computer. You are not in the root. You are within a folder. So to close the folder and go to the root, you will put cd backslash and press enter. So now we are in the root. Now to examine the dir command, we need a folder that has a lot of files and folder in it. So that will be the Windows folder, right? So we're gonna say, let's say, what if I wanna see what's inside the C drive? You're gonna say dir and enter. These are all the list of files and folder. Now always remember that if you see the dir like this and the name is in the right hand side, that means that these are folders. So that indicate that these guys here, see the program files, all these are what? Folders. In Windows, we call them folders, right? And the files will have an extension. The type will be after the period, after the dot. So this is the file. This is the file. It doesn't have any dir in the left of it. If you see a name and in the left dir, that means they are folders, right? So the next thing, if I want to see what's inside my flash drive, so I want to know what my flash is. My flash is D, right? So I want to see what do I have inside my flash. I will say dir space D colon. That's what I have. I have 3 folders and a picture. All right, let me show you. That's my folder in Windows. I double click my flash. I have 3 folders and a picture, a file. If you see here, BCA 104 is a folder, computer is a folder, Sadiq promotion it is a folder, and then I have this US passport is a picture. This one here. All right. Now, if you want to clean the screen, clear, sorry, CLS. Now we want to get help to see what are all the attributes. So dir space slash question mark. So here is the list. If you want to use the A, dir slash A H to show you the hidden files. If you want to see only the list of folders, directories only, dir slash AD. So this list here goes with the A. So AH, AS, AL, AR if you want to see only the read-only files, dir slash AR, right? Then we have slash B, C, D, and then press for the next list. So here is all the switches that goes with the dir command, right? So I will show you some of it. CLS. So we're gonna say dir slash AH. We want to see the hidden files. These are the hidden files. All right. Now the next one, what if you want to see only the list of directories, folders. So CLS dir slash AD. Okay. I have 0 file and 32 directories. Now CLS, what if you want to see read only? dir slash AR. These are the read-only files, folders in my hard drive, right? Now CLS, to open a folder, CD, change directory, and the name of the folder, Windows. So I'm in a, no more in the root, I'm within a folder, Windows. So to open the window folder, the command is CD, change directory, Windows. Now here, you can use any, like if I say dir, simple dir to see what I have inside the window folder, the list of files and folder is gonna skip everything and it's gonna show you the last 20 or 25. Now, if you wanna pause the screen, you will say dir/p, page-wise. You will get the message, press any key to continue, press any key. So you're gonna see a list, one list at a time. See here the next, until you see it all together, right? Otherwise, if simple you say DS, you will see the last 2025 list of files. The other will skip. CLS and dir/W if you want to see width-wise, they're gonna look like this. Now it skips. So CLS, you can say dir/W/P page-wise. See, press any key to continue. You can examine the list of files and folders. All right. So if you want to see more about the command, so dir/?, to get help. So these are all the attributes. I use the W uses wide list format. So these are the ones that if you want to see /Q, display the owner of the file. So let's try that one. dir/Q/P. So it tells you all the information in the right hand side. CLS. So let's go to the next command. Wildcard. Wildcard in DOS are a special character used in file and directory operation to represent unknown or variable part of a file or extension. They help search for multiple files at once. So the command wildcard in DOS is asterisk, which represent any number of characters. For example, if I want to see all the list or the type of file, which is a txt, then obviously I will say star because I don't know the name of the file, but I know that the extension, the type of the file is txt, is a text file. So I will say dir star.txt. So it's going to list all the txt file in the current directory. Now, sometimes also we use the wildcard if you want to delete everything in your flash drive, so or in your CD, you will say del star. It deletes all the file in the current data, but you have to be careful. So you don't need to do it now. In my part 3, I will show you how to do it. Question mark is the second type of wildcard. Represent one unknown character, only one unknown character. So now let's say that you want to pull up the file start with an A, but I don't know what the middle letter is and ends with a C, and the type is txt. So it's going to list all the files that has ABC and AAC, text, etc. Now, for example, if you said, I don't know what the middle letter is, but it starts with an S and ends with M, right? So when you're going to execute it to show you the list of files that you asked for, It's gonna show you Sam. It's gonna show you Sim. It's gonna show you Sum, right? So wildcard are the initial for managing multiple files efficiently in DOS. So let me show you how to use it. So for example, I want to see all the list of files that is executable in the folder windows. So I was at dir. I don't know the list, the name of the file, then dot. In the right of the dot is going to be the extension, the type of file. So we're going to say exe, right? So it's 12 files that ends with what you asked for. You said, I don't know the name. That's these ones here is the name of the file. The name of the file. All right. And this is the extension. So your extension was the executable, the exe. All right. So we got what we asked for. See, all these are executable. I don't care what the name of the file is, but what I do care is that the file type should be exe. That's what you got. All right. So let me do it again. You said dir, show me the list of file, which I don't know the name. That's why I put the asterisk, but the type is exe. As you see here, we said dir, I don't know the name of the file. That's why you saw all these names, right? Now, CLS, what if you say, show me the list of file that start with an H, but I don't know what is the next letter, or I don't know the combination of letter after the H, and I don't know what the type of file they are, so I will put star, and then I will press the enter key. So in this case, you said the starting of the file is H, but I don't know what is the next letter, so that's why you get help pane, you get help, you get HH, you get HP, because your starting is what? H, all right? And you said I don't know what the type of the file is, so that's why you get all the our executable files, because you said I don't know what the type, not a specific type, everything, whatever you have inside the folder windows. Next, if you said show me the list of file, I don't know what the beginning of the file is, but it ends with E, and I don't know what the type of file they are. So executable, you see here. So the end letter is E, and I don't know what the type is. See, that's why you get log also, right? So that's how to use the wildcard, asterisk. Now we're gonna use the question mark. dir, show me the list of file that has 6 letters or less than 6. So I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, period, and I don't know the extension. That's why I put the star. I don't know the type of the file, but I want to show me the list of files that start with 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 letter. So here is 3, then I have 4, This one is 5. This one is 5. This one is 6. So the max is 6. The minimum is 1. So I don't see any 1 or 2. Only I saw 3, the name of the folder or the file. All right. So let's practice again. The CLS to clean the screen. dir, what if you said, I want to get the list of files that has 4 letters or less than 4 letters, and I don't know what the type of file is. So you see I get 2, 3, and 4. I cannot get 5 because the max is 4, the minimum is 1. All right. So what if you said CLS dir, show me the list of files. I don't know what the beginning letter is. The middle is S, and I don't know the remaining letter is. And then I will say I don't know the extension. So I got this file here because you said I don't know what the beginning, so that is V, but the middle is S. That's what you asked for. All right. And I don't know what the next letter is. That's why you got S. And I don't know what the type is. All right. Now, let's try to do this way. One more example using the wildcard, the question mark. So dir 1, 2, 3, 4, it ends with P dot. I don't know what the extension is. So that is setup, the directory name setup, because it ends with P and 5 letter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? So that's how the dir and the wildcard works in DOS. Let's get to the next command. The next command is prompt. In DOS, the prompt command is used to customize the appearance of the command prompt. By default, prompt in DOS looks something like this or sometime A, but most of the time it's C. That means that's our root, that's the hard disk, and that's like a floppy or a flash drive would be E, F. But you can modify it using different parameters to display the additional information. So how to use it? You will have to type the command prompt, and then you will put $P, $G. That will show the current drive path followed by the greater sign, right? Then if you have prompt $D to show the date, show me the time, show me the current drive and the path G. All right. If you want your DOS prompt to be to display the DOS version number, $V. If you want the prompt to say hello and then to give you like this, hello, like this sign, then obviously I will put it like this, right? So these are some of the variables that you could use to change the prompt. $P, that will give you the current drive and the path. G for greater, L for less than sign, symbol, B for vertical bar, right? So for example, let's go first here and let's type prompt. The prompt is just to change the DOS prompt, right? The command prompt. So first I will need to close the Windows folder, so CD double dot. Now CLS, I will say prompt and then slash question mark to get help. So these are the list of the attributes that you could use to change the command prompt, right? So what I want to do, I want to make my prompt to look like this. I want to change my command prompt to this, right? So to do that, you will type prompt space, always the command first, and then for the less than you will put $L, for the equal is $G, sorry, $Q, then my name, then $Q for equal, and for the greater sign will be G, $G. Now press the enter key. What you see here and what you got, your prompt, your command prompt now changed to this. All right, by using these switches with the prompt command. And those attribute, those switches is from the list that we have for the prompt command. Now let's practice. Now CLS, whatever command you learned from me in the previous video, like if you want to see what time is it now, time/t, what date is it today? You want to see what are the version. Okay? So the only thing is just you changed your command prompt. Now let's say what if you want to change your prompt to this. My name, just to make it look fancy. So you're gonna type prompt and $L for less than, don't give any space, $Q for equal, $B, and then my name, $B, $Q, and then greater is G. Okay, all right. What if you want your prompt to be the date and time? Prompt $T, $D. What if you want to change it back to the default prompt? All right. What if you want to say prompt and then type whatever the command you learn? Now, if you want to change it back to the default, you want the command prompt to be the C. They have to change it back to the default. CLS. So I hope that you learned this command too. Now let's get back to the slide. So remember to reverse or change it to the back to the default, you have to just type prompt and press the enter key. The next command I have is copy conf. The copy conf command in DOS is used to create a new file and quickly start adding the content to it from the keyboard. It is a simple way to generate a text file without using any external editor. right? So here is the example. You will say copy space con, the name of the file .txt, and then you will type, and then once you finish, you want to get out of the copy con, you will press the Control Z. That means end of the file signal, and then press the Enter key to save the file. Right? So here is another example. Copy con my file.txt. Press the Enter key, then start your typing. This is a text file. Now I want to get out of it. You will press Control and Z. Then you will see a Z with a cap, and then press the Enter key, and then it's gonna show you that the file has been copied. So for this one, I will make my flash drive. That's my flash here. I will go to the flash from the C to the flash, and then I will show you that the file has been created here. Okay. So I will create two files. So I will move this here. So you're gonna see what I'm doing in DOS is also showing you the same thing, that the way we create a text file in Windows. So first I will go to my flash. So my flash drive is D. I will put D and colon. So now I'm in the flash, no more in the hard disk of my computer. If I want to do to see what I have in my flash dir, I have BCA 104 computer, Sadiq, promotion, and then US passport. That's what I have, four things. One file and three directories, right? As you see in the back end. CLS. Now, to create the file, I will say copy the text file, copy space con space file one dot txt, a text file. Now press the enter key. Nothing will happen. Your cursor will move underneath your command prompt, and then you will type, this is my first file created in DOS. Now, once you press the enter key, then you cannot go back to correct any error you did. Okay. So to exit or to end the file, you will need to press Control plus Z. Right? So now I want to get out of the file. I want to get out of the copy con. That's the end of the file now. So Control and Z. You will see a Z with a cap. Press the enter key. You will see one file is copied. And if you look in the back end, the flash has my file one now is created. So let's create another one. I will create a Microsoft Word. Copy con file 2 dot doc. This is my second file created using the DOS command copy con. The type, the extension of the file be MS Word. I want to get out of this. I want to end my file. Control and Z. Hold the Control key and Z. You will see a Z with a cap. Then press the Enter key. One file is copied, and look in the back. In my flash now, I have file 1 and file 2. All right. Let's practice one more time. CLS. If you want, I can just start here. Copy space con file3 dot txt. This is my third file I have created using copycon. I want to get out of the copycon. I want to say what I type. Control Z. So the file has been created now. I have three files, three text file I created. One is a Word, one is the text file, the Notepad, right? CLS. Let's get back to the PowerPoint. So this is how to use the copycon. Type. In DOS, the type command is used to display the content of the text file. If you have a file called any name, like in our case, we have file 1, file 2, 3, then you're gonna say type, the name of the file, dot, the extension of the file. All right, so let me show you. So for example, now this is my flash and I want to display the content of file 1 on the screen in my command prompt. So you're gonna say type space file 2 dot, because that's like a document, so DOC. That's what you typed. Then I will pull up what I want to see, what I typed inside the file 3. You're gonna say type space file 3 dot txt, and then I want to open the file. Like in Windows, you just double click the file, it opens in WordPad or Notepad, you see. But unfortunately in DOS, the command, we have to use the command prompt to display what you typed. So I'm gonna say type file1 dot txt. That's what I typed, and I displayed the content of the screen of the file on the screen. So whenever you want to display the content of the file, you will have to use the type command, CLS. So for example, one more time, I want to display the content of the file 2 on the screen. So the type command just to display the content of the file on the screen. Type file 2 dot doc. Be sure that the extension is right. That's what I typed. So the last command is, let's get back to the PowerPoint. The last command is to create a folder. In DOS and Unix, we call it directory. So the MD, which is make directory command, is used in DOS to create a new folder or directory. How to do that? You will just simply say MD, the folder name. MD, the folder name, right? Wherever you want to create it. So the MD, which is make directory command in DOS, is used to create what? A new folder. So let me show you how to do it. So I will pull up my folder, my flash, and then I will pull up the command prompt. And then I will show you CLS. Now to create, you will say MD, make directory, and I will call it Sadiq. The folder is created. See, in the backend, I want to create another folder, MD homework. All right. Now, to open a folder, Sadiq, to be inside the folder, Sadiq, in Windows, you just double click it. So now I'm inside Sadiq, right? Unfortunately, in DOS, you will have to say CD Sadiq. Now, if you look this here and look here is the same, right? Now I don't have anything, it's empty, right? Now you will do dir to show you. See, I don't have anything, it's empty. Zero file. See here, let me move this. See, this folder is empty. All right. Now, to close the folder, to go back to your flash in Windows, I will go to the address bar and I will click my folder, my flash, SNOR. I'm back to my flash. And when in DOS, CD double dot or CD backslash to close it. So I'm now in the D, as you see here in Windows, and D, right? CLS. Now, if you want to create a folder inside Sadiq, right? I want to create a folder inside Sadiq. So in Windows, what you do, you first open the folder Sadiq, and then you go to New, and then Folder, right? But in DOS, first I will open Sadiq, so CD Sadiq, right? So now I'm inside Sadiq like the way you are in Windows. Now I will do MD NUR. Now you see I create a subfolder within Sadiq. So Sadiq has a child now, NUR, right? So if I want to open the NUR, you in Windows you will double click it. In DOS you will do CD NUR. Now I'm inside NUR. If you want to open this, you will double click it. Now you are inside NUR. In DOS, that's how to get inside NUR, CD NUR. Now to close and go back to the D, CD backslash. If you want to go back to Sadiq, like in Windows, you will hit the address bar and you will click Sadiq, right? In DOS, you will do CD double dot, right? So now I want to see what's inside Sadiq, dir. That's the only folder I have. Look, NUR. And if you look here in the back end, this is the one I'm talking about. All right. Now, if I want to go back to my root, to my flash D, you just click the address, or you can use the up arrow or the left arrow to go back and forth, right? In DOS, if you want to go back to the D, to the root, CD backslash or CD double dot, right? CLS. Now, I will teach you a shortcut. So to open the folder NUR in Windows, what you do, you first have to be in your flash, then Sadiq, then double click NUR, right? The shortcut is you will say CD, Sadiq, backslash NUR. Boom, I'm there. You see? If you want to close it, CD, backslash. Now to go back, I will click here. It takes me back to the main, right? Now, what if you want to create a folder inside NUR? So I know that Sadiq has a folder NUR, and inside the NUR, I want to create, let's say, I want to create English, right? So one way is this way. First, you have to open CD Sadiq, then I will do dir to see what I have there. nur, cd nur. Now I'm inside here. Then I will do md English, right? Then dir to C. So the English is being created the folder. Now let's see in the Windows. Sadiq, Nur, and then English and is empty folder, right? So, but in DOS is a little bit hectic because I have to be first. See what I did. First I said CD Sadiq. Then I said CD Nur to get inside the folder to open the Nur folder, CD Nur. Then I said MD make directory English, and that's how I create the English inside the Nur, right? Now I will show you a shortcut. So let's get back to the root. And then from here, CLS. So I will close this folder. So CD backslash. If you want to close all the folder that you are in. If you want to go one step back, then CD double dot. Now the shortcut. I will create science inside the NUR. So I know that the NUR is the child of Sadiq, and Sadiq is the child of the root D, right? So I will say MD Sadiq backslash NUR backslash science. I'll press the enter key. All right. So in Windows, let's see what happened. Double click Sadiq, double click NUR. The two folders being created. You see the shortcut one, the science has been created with a simple command this. All right. Now to open the science, I will do the shortcut CD Sadiq backslash nur backslash science and enter. If you look here, now what you see here and what you see in your DOS is similar. Okay. And it's empty. If I say dir, I don't have anything, it's empty. It's empty folder. Right? So to close all the three folder, CD backslash. If you want to go to NUR, CD double dot. If you want to go back one step to Sadiq folder, CD double dot. That's one step at a time. And then if you want to close it to go to the root, CD the double dots. Right? So in here, you will go to the address bar, you will click NUR, you will click Sadiq, you will click SNUR, that's my that's my flash drive. Right? With that, I hope that you learned the command for part 2. So the command that I went through is dir directly plus all the switches, the wildcard, the prompt command, the copy command, the type, and then the MD to make a directory. So I hope that you learn those commands well, and then also you need to practice, and be sure to subscribe to my channel, and also be sure to like my channel so I can create more productive videos regarding different languages, different kinds of programmings in the coming days. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.